everybody, this is TMG, welcome back to another video. So today, you might be thinking, TMG, why not just do an educational series or something like that? Well, yes, this is a new educational series, and it's going to be called Education Wildlife. It's going to teach you about insects and animals that you probably want to know more about, and how to not be scared of them. So today in this new, in our first episode, I'm going to teach you all about the red-eye tree frog. And the reason that they're called like that is because they can jump from high places to small places, to small places to high places. And usually other people call it the red-eye leaf frog because they always like to be on leaves, camouflaged on the leaves of trees on high. So you might, if you're out there in the jungle or like in the rainforest, which there are obviously going to be the red-eye leaf frog. There's going to be red-eye leaf frogs on the rainforest. And if you, in case you won't be like, people say that that's venomous. Well, yes, this is actually venomous, and but not really to us. Only to like other the animals that they want to eat. I mean, the animals that want to eat this frog. So first of all, if you want to handle or grab this frog, then you have to, a safest way is to not grab it like this, because if you grab it like this, then this part of the stomach of the frog, every frog, is very delicate, and you can actually just hurt the frog. It might kill it, or might get it very bad. Or so a way to get it safe is to grab it like this by the feet, and then the feet are going to be down like this, and they'll be bending like this. It will be a safer way. But the leaf frogs are going to this can probably be a female because it's big, and the males are somewhere around this big, so it will be easier to crawl on your hand. But watch out, don't let it get into your mouth, because as I said, these are venomous, and they can, if you lick them or eat them, then you probably go to the hospital, or your body can react differently to the venom. So in another video, I'm going to talk about the venom. What's the difference between the venom and the poison? So a reason to grab them right here by the legs is because their muscle is a little bit more stronger than right here, than they're right here in the stomach or in the back. So remember not to grab it like this, or any frog, not only this frog, but any frog that you want to grab. So other people think that they're venomous and that you don't really need to touch them. Well, yeah, you can, but remember to not agitate the frogs, because if you agitate them, not right here, but it usually has some glands right here, right below the eye. It collects the venom, and then whenever it gets agitated, it comes this white or yellow venom, and it can touch your hands. And in case if you're in that problem, then just wash your hands very good, and everything just will be just fine. So remember to not lick or eat this frog, because it can be extremely venomous and can get you to the hospital. Or maybe it can kill you, but it hasn't actually been any reports of any humans dying because of this frog. So those little pads right there on their hand can be very extremely sticky. It can be it's like a temporary glue that sticks to anything. So in case if they'll be like this, they can just randomly go on there and to another leaf without falling down, because these pads are very sticky, and usually these are not really brown, but they're actually orange. And remember, if any frog is colorful, or really have a bright color, like their eyes or the blue part or the green part, then that means they're actually venomous, and that it warns their the insects or the animals that want to eat this frog. It warns them to not eat them, because it might be your last meal you're gonna have today. So these frogs are cool and amazingly colorful. Like in case if these are one of the most famous frogs in the world because everybody knows them. They're very famous. They're very sticky. Like in case if you find these and if you go out there in the wild with some people that know about the insects and animals that are around you, it should be very good to have people that know about insects and animals around you, because if you touch something and you're like, this video teached me because it said you can touch it. It might not be truth, but I'm telling the truth because it tells me on my school, and you'll be like, I think you can touch it because it has not bright colors, but like a snake can be very deadly but it doesn't have that bright colors, so it can still kill you. And you can put the frog anywhere you want, except if it's close to your mouth or your eyes, because it can be extremely venomous. But don't let it get in your mouth or your eyes, because it can maybe it can irritate your eyes, and then if you put it on your mouth, then you can go to the hospital. So I think that's going to be it for today's. I know, never mind. I have some more information for you guys. So another information is that if a way the males like tell the females like they want to like be with them, they can just like jump on the leaves, and with their sticky pads they can just jump in the leaves, and then that will like interest the females, and they will like the male will be basically saying, I can be yours, I'm ready to create babies and all that stuff, like the cycle goes on. So then we'll be jumping. If the female doesn't interest, then it could just go, or maybe the males can have fights on each other, but like fake fights, so it can like create attention to the females, and that's how they can have babies and all that stuff. And so another reason. So another thing that I already said is very important to grab the frogs. As I said before, it's important to grab them by the feet because, as I said, the muscle is very strong right here on the feet, but right here and below, it's not really strong. So these frogs are one of the most famous, as I said, because of the red color. So the reason they have their eyes are really color, or their eyes are red, is because the eye is that means that they're nocturnal and they can see in the dark, so they can eat other insects that are smaller than them, or I don't know if they can actually eat them bigger than them. But in case you find a gliding tree frog, which is way different than this, but it really looks like this. But a gliding tree frog is instead of the bright colors, it's actually dark green, and it has darker like type of red on their eye, and that makes them a gliding tree frog. Another reason they're called gliding tree frog is because, as I said, these can glide from a leaf to another leaf, from like low to high to low, with their sticky pads. That's why they don't fall down anytime. So remember that in case you want to find one of these, remember that their bright coloration frog is venomous, and dark frog, it might be venomous for some and maybe not. But as I said, remember, if you want to catch one of these, grab them like this, and remember to not agitate them, because that could really get the poison out, or the venom, and get you in the hand. But remember, wash your hands and you'll be just fine. Don't put your mouth or your fingers on put your fingers or your whole hand on your mouth, or don't like rub your eyes, because that will irritate your eyes, and that will that will allow the venom to go on your body, and will leave you to a huge pain. So the bright coloration is for the bright coloration, and the red orange type of eye is for a leaf or a tree, a red-eyed tree frog, or if you want to call it a red eye leaf frog. And the dark coloration for frog is dark green with darker red, and this can mean that it's not really a leaf frog, a red-eye leaf frog. It's just a gliding tree frog. So, if as I said, the dark coloration, I think their sticky pads are not really orange, but I think they're dark orange. They're just like the same, but like the gliding tree frog is way darker than the other frog. Another last information is that they, in case if they have babies, they can lay over to 50 or to over to 100 eggs, and so they can leave them on a leaf. That's why they are born in a leaf. They're born in a leaf, and that's why they're actually called a red-eye leaf frog. So some frogs lay. I know this is weird. Like TFG, I thought they actually get born on the water, but some do, some not. But these the red-eye the red-eye tree frog actually doesn't. They just lay them on the leaves, so it can be like better. But you'd be like, wait, isn't that more dangerous because more animals can eat it? Well, no, actually not, because it has this layer with like poison or venom covering them, and like if someone or an animal tries to eat them, then it could be bad for them. It can be like the last meal they have, because as I said, they have this layer, and also they have this mucus. They can be pretty sticky sometimes. They can, if you'll be like, oh my god, they're so sticky, maybe they have the venom already out. No, that's actually because they are the mucus that they have in your body is is because they need to maintain themselves like wet so they can be fresh and not like burn from the hotness. So that's it for today's educational video about the red-eye tree frog and the red-eye leaf frog. So if you really enjoyed this and you would like for me to make more of these episodes, please smash that like button and subscribe. So just remember, guys, see you in the next adventure and the next educational video. Peace out, my villagers.